Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. I appreciate you joining me. We're back off of vacation. Had a good time down at the coast. Fishing was horrible. Metal detecting was pretty good. And we just had a good relaxing time just to get away. But wanted to talk to you a little bit today. A little bit of concern, I would say, that most Americans are having, and that's the situation with all of our misappropriated tax money that's paid in weekly, monthly, however it is, quarterly, depending on your status. Only for that money to be misappropriated, misused, abused, embezzled, frauded, and just plain out stolen. And that's just exactly what it's come down to. Look at the billions and billions of dollars that's taken in every year and then just tossed away, given to other countries for unnecessary stuff, basically trying to buy friendship when these countries hate the United States. And then when the perpetrators are caught doing so-called, whatever it may be, nothing's done to them. Washington has become the new Hollywood. We got 535 actors or actresses up there trying to be the next Tom Cruise or the next Jennifer Aniston. It's all theatrics, a media outlet, and its own daily, a three-ring circus of entertainment. It's always the Republicans versus the Democrats. It's 24-hour news coverage. Many have made a career and millions off of the theatrics. People like Sean Hannity, Glenn Beck, Rachel Maddow, Cooper Anderson, channels like CNN, C-SPAN, Fox News, MSNBC, Newsbacks, News Nation, all making big money off and following the theatrics. They bring these people in front of a committee. That's what's so funny. It don't matter who's in power. There's always got to be a big committee meeting, big committee hearing. And it's basically to try a person in the court of public opinion. That's what it is. It's a big theatrical thing that comes about. And it's a three-ring circus, and they bring up stuff to try to get them selves to look good, the committee members to look good. Nothing ever comes from it other than millions of wasted taxpayer money. And nobody ever pays a fine. Nobody goes to jail. I mean, just look at how many times Eric Holder's been held in contempt. Look how many times other people have perjured themselves in these hearings. Nothing ever comes of it except for wasting the taxpayer money and time. And the only people ever served any time off of any committee hearing was those J6 people. And who even knows how much of that was even true, or if all the stuff was doctored up. And they had plants in there to stir up problems and to make things look different than what they really were. Who knows the real truth behind it? And the only people that went to jail was the middle class people. And why is that? Because they don't have pockets big enough to fight back and deep enough. The deep state has proven they're all above the law. They aren't going to prosecute each other because they are all crooks of the taxpayer money. Power-hungry control freaks. They all have skeletons in their closet, And that's why they will not prosecute each other. It's all a show. It's all designed so you'll pick a side. Divide and conquer. That's the way it works. That is the goal. Control is the goal over everything. The power and the control-hungry politicians show up all the way down into your local politics. Why? It all comes down to control over the taxpayers' money. Who gets the contracts for taxpayer projects that they can benefit from? The position of the power pays minimal up front. In the minutes, the public eye, and online to make the local government look respectable and responsible. But behind the closed doors, it's all about, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. The good old boys club, pay to play, backroom shenanigans. So just think about this, folks. Why would someone spend $100 million in a Senate campaign for a Senate seat, or a congressional seat for that matter, that pays $174,000 a year? Where's all the difference of that big, wild amount of money that it takes to run this campaign? Where's all that money coming back from? Think about that. Or how about a $10 million run for a governor's seat that pays $125,000 a year? Don't make sense, does it? Unless you know that that money is coming back to you or to your donor base through lucrative contracts and favors, which may or will be more regulations, more permitting requirements to choke out the competition for more profits. It's all about power. It's all about money. It's all about control. And it's about re-election for more pocket lining. This is why you will never see term limits. Big corporations run this country. The big corporations and companies own your politics. They own your politicians and your money, and run, manipulate, and control all laws and regulations for their benefits, and the middle class pays the bill for it. That's why a flat tax will probably never ever pass, because it would benefit the middle class. And it would take the control away from the big businesses that benefit off of the current tax system that they pay very little in, and the middle class pays sometimes up to 40% of their income. And it's all it becomes is a slush fund for the politicians to steal, businesses to get use the lawmakers to acquire new laws and regulations to make more money. Want a guaranteed stock out of this? Listen to this. Just think about it. A guaranteed stock that's going to make you money is one that's regulated by the government. You can guarantee it's going to be profitable. It's going to be a dividend-paying stock, possibly. And why is this? The law and the regulations is going to guarantee it to have the profit. Let's just look at a power company, for example. The power companies have the ability, through the laws and regulations, to have your land condemned for transmission lines, power pole relocations, and so forth. This is using the power of guaranteeing eminent domain through legislation for a private company to take your land for profit. Same goes for roads, walking trails, railroads. It's all called pay to play. And the good old boys club and the middle class suffers and pays the bills and suffers the pain. So folks, that's my take in a nutshell on what government is. Nothing but legalized extortion of tax to use for their benefit, their gain, to embezzle, steal, the whole 9 yards. You can tell I don't have a very good outlook on government. Hadn't had one for a long time. Boy, that's a big old spider web. And that's what I see. Nothing but a place to get control, power, the good old boy network, the buddy system, whatever you want to call it. It's all about money. But you know what, folks? You know what I can tell you in the end? You know who wins in the end? Those of you that know Jesus as your Savior, that's the winner in the end. All this stuff here on earth is temporary. We just passing through. And these people are too. They may lie, cheat, and steal the time they're here, but there's going to be a reckoning for it. It's called the Great White Throne Judgment. And they're going to have to stand before the Almighty. And there ain't going to be no plea bargains. There ain't going to be no fancy attorneys to buy their way out of it. They're going to have to answer for all this. Folks, I appreciate you joining me here today on Deep River Farm. I hope everybody has a blessed day. Thanks for watching.